table is higher than giraffe pussy. Welcome back to the Gemini Archives, everyone.
Yay, welcome back.
Let's just address the first thing. We do not have our guest today.
Yeah, I know. Due to unfortunate circumstances, our guest could not make it. Should I say who it is? Or who it was supposed to be?
Sure.
It was my friend Sean. He was going to come on. And he'll come on soon, though. It's work scheduling and bullshit and whatever. But it's okay.
I mean, shit happens. It's fine.
It happens. But other than that, we got a table.
We have an actual table, and it's not like an actual, like, sturdy table. It's one of those, like, folding, what do you call it? Like card tables.
Yeah. But you know what? We have been, I don't know if anyone remembers this. We mentioned it, like, maybe in a couple other episodes, too. But we have been recording on a TV tray for the last 11 episodes.
We've said 2 things at the same time, and it's only been a minute.
Lauren.
We have.
We are on the same wavelength today.
I know.
We're on some kind of wavelength anyway. I could, like, look at you and, like...
We're actually looking at each other.
I know.
Megan's sitting across from me instead of next to me, and it's amazing.
And I'm sorry, if you hear me, like, pause a lot, it's because I'm trying not to burp into the microphone again.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. We got cherry limeades from Sonic.
I need a sip. Hold on. Sip break. Oh, so good.
I love these things. We made a Sonic run.
Yeah, and of course, it's like kind of early for like a dinner. It was kind of like a late lunch, early dinner.
Yeah, but we were hungry. I'm like, I don't care, we're going.
Yeah, and of course, every soccer mom in our city, is out right now.
Getting all their little hell children ice cream.
Yeah, and
so annoying.
Kid meals. It's like, the fuck.
I swear to God, I counted 5 kids in the car in front of us.
Yeah.
5. This many.
It took them like 15 minutes. You know how long it took us to get our food? 30 seconds.
Literally.
It took 30 fucking seconds to get tater tots, chicken sandwiches, and 2 fucking limeades.
I mean...
And corn dogs. We were really hungry. Don't judge us.
I know. I wanted a corn dog. I'm like, fuck it.
They're like, what, 99 cents?
I know.
Whatever.
Fuck it, man. But, and of course, like, they didn't give us any sauce for the corn dogs. I was really sad. So I pulled out the Thousand Island dressing and I said, fuck it.
Just put it on a plate.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck it. Who cares?
We should have done an assortment of sauces. But we did not have enough food for all that sauce.
No, we did not.
If we had, like, chicken tenders, you bet your sweet tits we would have had a platter of sauce.
I need at least 3 dipping sauces for chicken tenders.
Too.
At least 3.
I mean, I feel like it's a sin.
Just to use one type.
If you only use one sauce in a meal like that, you know what I mean?
At least 2, I should say. At least. You can't have just one.
You gotta, like...
You need options.
Can I just talk about... No one likes sweet and sour sauce except for me.
I don't really care for it.
I love sweet and sour sauce. I love it.
What is it, though?
It's like...
Is it honey and shit? Because that's what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like honey and like... I don't really know. It's a sweet and sour sauce.
And shit.
No, there's no shit. Because we had it growing up at elementary school. They'd always give chicken nuggets with sweet and sour sauce. Mm-hmm. So I just liked it since then. It's good. It's sweet sauce.
Nah. If I'm having chicken, I want something like barbecue sauce.
Actually, no. I prefer honey mustard over sweet and sour.
Same.
Honey mustard, I don't even like regular mustard. Like that yellow, nasty shit.
Ugh, the yellow mustard.
That they put on like hot dogs.
Ugh.
I hate it. But honey mustard, I could eat a bowl of honey mustard.
I could fuck it up with some honey mustard right now.
The good thing about it, though, is it's good for you. Like, any mustard is good for you.
Apparently.
Even honey mustard. Even with that little bit of sweet, it's better than, like, a ranch.
Yeah.
But
girl,
ranch is my home girl. Oh my gosh. Hey, what was your favorite podcast episode that the Gemini Archives has ever done? I really like the one where they talked about sauce for a long time.
Okay, but honestly though, we take our food very seriously.
Yeah.
So let us know, like, hit us up, message me, hi, hello, message me. Just let me know. What kind of sauce do you like for chicken tenders? Or if you don't like sauce at all. Because if you are, you're an actual psychopath and don't talk to me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, we were so bummed because we did not have any sauces.
I know.
No sauces for us.
So we had to get our own sauce.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, that was a first world problem.
Yeah, it really is. Where's my fucking sauce?
Oh, God, I hate those people who go to, I think we talked about this in another episode, who just like are so entitled at like a restaurant or something. And they're like, I was supposed to get like, I don't know.
No, I don't think we talked about this because you and I, when we went last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't even remember when
I think it was. Hold on, let me check my calendar.
What day is it?
It's the 21st.
No. Oh, it's our cat's birthday today.
Yeah.
Our cat Frost, it's his birthday.
We went last Monday, almost 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And, oh, you know what? It's my friend Mike's birthday, too. So, happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah. Happy birthday, dude.
Love you.
You're great.
Where was I going with that? Oh, when we went to like some like little hole in the wall like seafood place or whatever. Mm-hmm. This fucking lady the entire time she's like, well, is this fried or what is this fried in? Because I can't have canola because canola gives me hot. I'm like, fucking lady.
I know.
I wanted to just go over and smash her head against the counter and be like, please end yourself.
Like, spare humanity by existing.
I know.
You know? I mean, like, I don't know how else to put it.
Spare humanity by not existing. Amazing. But I mean, I've never been one of those people. Cool, because we grew up, we're Italian. So the Italians, it's like you show up, you eat what's served to you, or you don't eat.
Right.
And if you turn down what someone offers you, it is very offensive. Like, it's practically like sleeping with someone's wife offensive.
It's like flashing your asshole offensive.
Oh. Could you imagine, hey, what's up? And just spread cheeks.
Oh my gosh. Imagine if like that's the species of alien we find. The species where they flash their asshole as a greeting. God, that would be the best day of my life.
It's just like, hey, how's it going? You're just like,
whatever
ugh.
noise an asshole makes.
Ugh. I'm not putting that noise in.
It's a fucking stirring cheese noise.
Oh God. I told you, I'm not putting those noises in because they make me crazy.
So funny though.
I know it's funny, but I know other people like you get irrationally angry over noises. So,
well, snoring and like
breathing heavy.
Yeah, like breathing noises. I think it's like an actual like problem.
Lauren almost maimed me one time because I was snoring, so it's a problem.
Listen, I was very young. I didn't know how to control my anger then, and I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Limeade, sorry. As I drink more.
I hate when you like try to hold in a soda burp and it goes right to your nose.
Oh God,
and
that just happened to me.
And it fucking burns. Oh, I hate it.
Oh, I feel like my sinuses are clear now.
I know.
I sinus blasted myself. But what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, you hate mouth noises. And you know what? I do too. I mean, I can tolerate it to a certain point, but for the most part, I cannot stand the mouth noises.
Yeah.
Or particularly when people chew obnoxiously or like talk with their mouth full.
Oh.
I hate it.
Well, I talk with my mouth full sometimes and I don't mean to.
I know, but not directly in my ear. Like, my mother loves to like look over my shoulder while I'm doing something while she's eating something and chew directly into my ear.
Oh yeah.
And it's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, get away from me. Like, finish your food. I cannot handle it. Ugh. So yeah, I'm not going to put in noises like that because I know it bothers people. I'm just excited we got a fucking table.
I mean, I feel like 10 steps ahead in professionalism right now. I do.
I know, it's true. Like, my back doesn't hurt already because the way we'd have to sit before, I'd have to kind of like turn a little and my back would get cramped.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucks.
I know, because we're tall people. So like having to lean over on the TV tray to talk on a microphone.
Yeah.
Sucks.
And like this table is like nice and high for my long dancer's legs and
could fit all my shit on it.
Yeah. Like literally this table is just covered in shit.
Yeah. Like actual shit.
Like literal shit. Lauren's trying to burp into the mic now.
I got it. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I turned my head away, but I couldn't stop it. It just happened. If you're offended by a burp, please listen to another podcast.
Well, I mean, honestly.
Because I don't know what to tell you.
Well, the only reason we can fit this table in my room now is It's because I fucking cleaned for the last 3 days. I pulled 2 muscles in my back cleaning. When I tell you, it wasn't even just a clean. It was a cleanse, like those juice cleanses you see on the TV.
Oh, yeah, like you are clean the fuck out.
I'm so clean, you could eat off my fucking floors.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Megan had to vacuum for me because I pulled a muscle in my back.
Or it's like, I can't bend over. I'm like, all right, where's the fucking back? Just...
I'm gonna name one of my Sims that Mr. Bend Over.
Bend over. I fucking smack my hand on the tube.
Okay.
I love. Here's the thing about me too. When I talk, I use a lot of hand gestures. No one can see this besides Lauren right now.
Yeah.
But I love hand gestures, and I fucking smack my hands against everything.
I don't gesture as much as I used to.
I do.
If I get really excited, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you do. You don't realize it, but you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
I know, I'm doing it. I love how I do like visual demonstrations for literally no one except you.
I know. So. Well, it makes sense to me.
Well, thanks.
Well, even if we listen back in a few weeks on that, I mean, we're not going to understand what's going on.
I know. And be like, what was I even talking about? But
yeah, but I spent the last 3 days cleaning. Well, we both did. We had to, what?
There's no cherry in my cherry limeade. Like, yours is sticking out the side.
Did your cherry fall?
Hold on. Who likes ASMR? Press 1 now. There's no cherry in mine.
You didn't get it. Hold on.
I don't have a cherry. I just happened to look over and...
What kind of fucking monster?
I don't have a cherry. I love eating those cherries.
Do you want mine?
I mean, if you wanted it, I mean, thank you.
No, it's fine.
Now we're gonna listen to me eat a cherry for 10 seconds, so...
That was not the world's juiciest maraschino cherry.
Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking choke now.
I think back at this podcast, we're gonna be so grossed out.
I'm so sorry. Ooh, it's not good.
Oh, was it bad?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Megan has to spit. Make an audible spit noise.
Was it worth it? That's probably why I didn't get one. I'm sorry, I ate your cherry and it was bad.
Well, at least I didn't eat it.
Anyway, how's my tongue look?
It's like bright red.
Awesome.
Like you just licked blood red. Anyway.
So sorry.
I've been cleaning for the last 3 days.
Sorry. I know, I've been cleaning too. I've been cleaning like the whole week practically.
Oh my gosh. It's like my room was so gross and so bad. I had clothes all over the floor. I have all my makeup on my dresser, and I had like translucent powder all over everything because that shit is messy.
Ugh.
And like everything was unorganized. Like my floor was dirty and like covered in like clumps of hair. Cause like I have such long hair. Well, we both do. I had just clumps of loose hair on the floor.
I know, between us and the 2 cats that we have, it's like we get tumbleweaves everywhere.
Yeah.
So
It's a good way to put it, honestly.
yeah, tumbleweaves.
So, I mean, when I tell you I needed 3 days to clean everything out, and I'm still not done. I had to downsize a lot of shit.
Oh my god, we haven't even like touched like I think we mentioned this in a previous episode too, but we still need to downsize. Like we just like scratched the surface.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the closet yet.
I'm terrified, honestly.
We're gonna need a week and a half.
We're gonna need like a lot of time. I was gonna say something witty, but it didn't come to me right away.
I feel you.
So
it's like I need to get rid of half my shit, and maybe even more.
We have so much stuff. Like even just going through, what did I clean out? Like my I have like a lot of dolls and stuff. I have a lot of toys and like artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm sorry. And I'm like, a lot of this I don't even need. You know, like I have dolls from like years ago, and I'm like, when did I even get this?
Yeah.
Like stuff that just sits. But I'm also a collector, so I have large collections of things and nowhere to put them.
I only have hippos, and I don't even have a lot of them.
You and your precious hippos.
I love my hippos.
They're adorable.
There's some up there on a shelf. I have a dancing hippo that sings, "If you think..." What's that song? Here, grab the hippo. We'll play him.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, if you want my body and you think I'm sex. It's a hippo.
Does it... Hold on.
I don't know if it works. But
Is there batteries in it? Where the fuck?
I think
Hold
you
on.
hit the hand.
Oh, I was gonna... Oh, the hand.
Yeah, that's it. And it like dances back and forth.
It's dancing in my hands and it's so creepy.
I love that hippo.
Weird. It's adorable.
I haven't named him. What should I name him?
Let us know. What should Laura name her hippo?
I was thinking Winston because he has a bow tie.
I was thinking Boris because I like that name.
Boris is okay too.
Or Horace or Boris. I don't know.
Horace the Boris.
Horace the Boris. My lips feel sticky.
I have no comment.
Like from eating that cherry. I don't know what was in it, but it was not good.
It was ass.
Yeah,
It was like ass juice and cherry.
Ew.
Cherry ass juice.
Ew.
That's actually gross.
That's like the coffee enemas.
Oh my god, those people are fucking insane.
Those people are fucked.
I saw that on like My Strange Addiction or whatever, and like it was a couple addicted to coffee enemas.
Dude, that is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Just the fucking dregs of society on that show.
Like, I still will never forget the first time I watched it. It was a girl who was addicted to like eating plastic or something.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I forgot what her name was. It was like, Jessica consumed 3 remotes and 2 seats in a car over the course of her lifetime. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know.
Who eats a remote? Literally an entire remote.
Like the buttons
Ugh.
and the ugh. You know how
God.
dirty remotes are?
Do you know how dirty car seats are?
That too.
Ugh. So, I love that show. People are The worst one I ever watched, though, was the woman who ate her husband's ashes.
Oh yeah, that one was fucked up.
I can't, because I used to be a mortician, and I've been in those places. You have no idea how disgusting they are. You might as
Yeah.
well eat like a dead person, like just raw.
Yeah.
It's gross.
So nasty.
Ugh, I can't even think about it. But I love that show, though.
I know.
It makes me feel better about myself.
I know. I don't know if this is my strange addiction, but there was a woman addicted to drinking her own piss.
Yes.
And she like kept like fermented piss and wore it behind her ears. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean,
It was so like that one made me physically sick.
I know. To be fair, the component of urine, urea, is good for skin.
Yeah.
It really is. But it is the way she was doing it is completely insanitary and disgusting.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that I use on my face, I have a skin condition. I have psoriasis. And they said urea is good for that. So I have to buy this special face wash stuff that has urea in it. With like 70 other things. It's not like someone's just peeing on my face.
Yeah.
But, you know, like this woman was out of her fucking mind.
I know.
And like, do you know how salty that stuff is? When you drink that and not regular water, you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Blech. So,
Ew.
I know, it's so gross. Welcome to the Gemini Archives, everyone, where we're fucking disgusting today.
This is the grossest show we've done
I know,
so far.
I'm sorry. You know what? We're human. I don't know what to tell you.
I know.
I know. We had a whole other episode planned, but you know.
I know.
But today we figured, because we were talking about it the other day, we were going to do talk about some embarrassing stories.
Everyone loves embarrassing stories. I love to hear people's embarrassing stories.
Me too.
Like one time I walked into a fucking clear glass door and like, you know, like stuff like that.
One time I met the queen and I sneezed in her face. It's like, yes, I want to hear that.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine sneezing in the queen's face?
No, because I'm a foot taller than her. So I would sneeze on top of her head.
Laura and I are very tall.
We're almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So the queen is like 4'7".
Yeah. So true.
You could put her in like a baby stroller and she would fit.
True.
God, I would love to have a baby stroller. Like now.
She makes those corgis look like fucking mountain wolves.
Oh, those corgis are beautiful.
They are adorable. But I know, I wish adult strollers were a thing.
I'm sure they are. And it's like those people with like the baby fetish.
Oh, God.
Or whatever. That was another My Strange Addiction thing too. The girl who dressed up like a baby.
I know. What the fuck?
Like, it's an actual thing.
Ugh.
It's like a sex thing.
It's so creepy.
I know.
So creepy. Yuck.
Anyway. We're going to go to a break.
Yes. And because it's my friend Mike's birthday today, I'm going to play a song from one of his bands. He's in a band called Ruin. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, where I don't know what song yet, but one of them is going to go in here. And it's for his birthday. So, yay.
Yeah.
I know. I love Mike. He's so great.
Yeah, he's a good pal friend.
Good pal friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because we were going to have our guest pick the music this week, but, you know. We'll save it for another day. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sad, I promise. I know. Sorry. Bear with us again. At least we're not just bullshitting this episode.
Yeah.
But,
That's true.
We're a little discombobulated today. The table threw us off.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm in a different realm now because of the table.
Right.
But it's okay. We'll play some Ruin. They're disgusting, beautiful metal. So.
Yes. Disgusting in a good way, though.
Yes. It's great. And you will enjoy them, I hope.
Yes.
But, all right. We're going to... What the hell was that?
What?
What did you just do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, it looked like you were going to, like, reach for the ceiling or something.
I was moving.
Oh, God. I need to put my glasses on. We're going to go to a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
This is going to be a burpy episode.
I'm sorry. I know this. We're like, hey, let's drink limeades during the episode. I'm like, that probably was not a good idea.
I can't handle soda anymore.
I can't either. I used to drink it by literally the pound.
I know.
I would drink
now I'm like a burpy mess.
I would drink like 2 liters a day.
I know.
And now it's like, I can't even I'm drinking like, what's in here? It's like 7-Up or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't even have soda with caffeine in it anymore because caffeine is not good for me.
Yes.
I have heart problems, so they're like, no more for you. So that's fun.
Yeah.
But this is all I can do now.
So yeah, let's just talk about some embarrassing stories.
Yeah, we're just gonna...
Would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I mean, I wrote down a couple because it's like, it was very easy for me to think of like a few right off the top, but all right, I could go first.
Okay, go ahead.
So, this one... This one, it's so stupid. It's nothing too crazy, but it's funny. One time, it was actually like the semester before I graduated. I got super fucking sick like right before finals, and I had to come in like the week after finals were over to...
Was that when you had bronchitis?
No, I had the flu or something.
Oh, God.
It was horrible. No, this was after the bronchitis. I got sick a lot. I was around a lot of fucking gross people.
That bronchitis is bad.
I had it for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I couldn't even breathe for 2 months. It was horrible.
I know.
So, I was fucking sick. Couldn't come in. And then I had to take a class that was called Organizational Behavior because I was going for business at the time. And my professor, he's a great guy, you know, he was very old school, like Italian. He made a lot of references to things that only I understood. No one my age really got it. Like one time he referenced Fred Astaire and everybody's head shot off their shoulders and I sat there and cackled. And like everyone's like, who the fuck is that? It's like, read a book.
I know, you fucking uncultured swine.
I'm literally, it's like fucking, there's more to life than what's on MTV, you know? So, I love this guy. He's great. So I told him like, look, I'm really sick. I know I can't come in for the fight. It's like they told me not to go anywhere because I'm contagious. Like, can you just let me come in next week and take it? We can pick a time. Okay, sure. And what I meant to say to him was...
And this is on email.
Through email. So I typed this. I said, oh, thank you so much for understanding. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'll see you next week. What I typed... was thank you so much for understanding. Sorry for the incontinence. I'll see you next week. And my professor replies back and he was like, are you sure? He's like, are we gonna have to do this in the bathroom? And I reread it and I went, son of a bitch. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, sorry, that was supposed to be inconvenience. It was auto-corrected. I could have died.
Oh my God.
I was so embarrassed. Sorry for the incontinence. Like I'm just telling my professor that I barely know about my bowel movements.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. So that was extremely embarrassing. And then every time after that I saw him, I didn't have him for class after that, but then I'd see him around campus and he always brought it up every single time. And
my God.
I wanted to die. It's like, please don't tell anyone that. It's like, I don't want people to know that I'm incontinent.
Oh my God.
And I wasn't. I made a typo. So that was embarrassing.
It's so funny.
Can you top that, Lauren?
I don't know if I could top it, but if we're going on like the lines of like school and stuff, I had to do an internship at this place, and I can't say the name of it because I actually worked there for a little bit, and they were basically an insurance place, and I basically had to do bitch work when I was there. Ugh. I had to just type in documents. This is what I was told I was going to do for the 3 months or 4 months I was there. I had to type in stuff into documents. I had to deal with customer service to get things repaired in the office. And I had to make recruitment calls for new employees to come. And basically the recruitment call was a script. And most of the time people didn't answer, so I just let them voicemail reading the script, and it was fine. But sometimes people would pick up, and I still had to read the script, and I figured like, oh, well, it's like a basic thing. No one's really going to ask me anything. But one time, this girl had a million fucking questions. And here's the thing. You think if you're going to have people on these recruitment calls about working for this company, you would tell them a little bit more of what the company provides, a little more of like what I should be saying to these questions just in case, and giving me like a Q&A sheet. No, I didn't get any of that. It's just like, just read the script and that's it. So this girl's asking me a million questions and I'm just like, I have no idea. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just started here. I'm not sure. And then she kind of gave me an attitude and it made me embarrassed as fuck. So I just hung up the phone. I'm like, I'm not fucking dealing with this today. It was already like, 9 a.m. I was exhausted. I went to a show the night before. Like, I'm not dealing with this garbage.
Fuck that.
So I hung up the phone and the fucking bitch calls back.
Oh no.
And she tattled on me to the secretary who I was working with And I got in trouble for that. And I'm like, look, I didn't know what to do, so I just hung up and I panicked and I'm sorry. Like, I was really embarrassed and my boss yelled at me. My boss is a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck her. She fired me because, you didn't work enough hours and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you didn't fucking give me shit to do. So why was I going to go in and just sit there and then you got mad at me for sitting there? It's like, teach me something.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Like, if you're going to have an internship position, maybe teach your interns, about the fucking company. That was a fucking awful. I only stayed there for 2 months. I'm like, good, I'm glad she fired me. I didn't want to fucking do that shit.
Yeah, fuck working for places like that.
I got penalized for the next internship I had to do, and I had to find it myself. I had to do everything by myself, even though that was against the school policy. I could have sued the school for that. And they're lucky that I didn't, because I could have got a lot of fucking money out of that.
You should have. We would have been living in fucking Malibu right now.
Oh my God, or at least a decent house.
Yeah.
So, that was embarrassing as hell to deal with that shit.
That, I'm so sorry. Ugh. I know, I've had so many, work-related fucking things happen.
And accidents happen, but that was just fucking ridiculous. So.
Speaking of work-related.
Uh-huh. Oh, God, here we go.
This one.
I know what you're going to say.
I contemplated for a while telling this on the podcast because I really shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to. Because the guy I was with is retired now, so he can't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And not that there's anything crazy that happened. It's not like I'll get in serious trouble. I don't have my embalming license anymore, so
yeah,
I kind of let it lapse. But so it was. I want to say it was like the week before finals. Again, finals week was not a good week for me. So I was, this is when I was in school for mortuary science, and I was taking, you have to take 2 embalming classes, basically, 2 semesters worth. And this was my second embalming class, embalming 2. And it was right at the end. And the requirements for the state is that you embalm before you graduate 14 bodies. So 7 one class, 7 another, basically. And I had one left to do. And I was exhausted. I was running on nothing.
Wait, this is the last body that you had to do?
One of the last ones, yeah.
Oh my God.
This makes it even worse. So I was exhausted that week because I had to study for a million other finals. I went to a show or something. I was not functioning right. And my embalming class is a night class. Well, 6 to 9. It was later.
Yeah.
And my professor knew that I had one body left, and he went, I know you're tired, but I got a guy. Will you come with me? Will you you can finish it up and then you'll be done. I'm like, oh, okay, because I was gonna go the following week and just do it then, but I'm like, no, I'll get it done tonight so then I don't have to fucking worry. And I could study for my finals. So I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm fed the fuck up. I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and me and him jump in the car. We go up to the we embalmed donated bodies to the hospital, and we get there. Whatever, walk in, he's doing things. He asked me to do this, and this. Okay, fine. And then I pull the guy out of the freezer and I turn around.
Oh no.
And I'm looking and I'm like, what is that? It looked like there was something underneath. It was in a body bag. There was something under the bag. And I said, the fuck is under there? And I thought it was we use blocks, little special blocks to prop the heads up. I thought someone turned a block up, and I'm like, what is that? Well, he was it's the prep room here, and so there's the prep room, and then there's a door at the corner of the prep room that led into his actual office with a desk and everything. He was in his office, and I yelled into him, and I was like, what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, are you playing a joke on me? What's going on here? And he poked his head out, and he was known for doing little funny things or whatever, just for comic relief. And usually he'll have a smirk and be like, haha, or whatever. And he poked his head out totally serious.
Oh no.
And I went, okay. That was my first red flag. And he's like, oh, I was afraid of that. And I'm like, if this guy jumps off the table, I'm never coming back to this place. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose it. He fucking walks out, unzips the body bag, and I fucking almost hit the deck because what I saw was a man. It was a man with a massive hard-on. I mean, huge. And keep in mind, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm sweating. It's like the middle of the summer. I want to die. And now I see a guy on a table with a huge hard-on. And I went, what do I have to do? I'm like, what can we do with this? And he was like, okay. Quick note to anyone. Sometimes when, people hang themselves and nobody finds them for a few days, they're upright, all the blood goes down their legs and settles. That's how fucking postmortem erections happen. Whatever. That's what happened to this guy. So my boss goes, he's like, oh yeah, we're just going to have to break rigor. And I said, how? And I'm like,
the look on Megan's face just now.
Just
horror. Thinking about it.
Oh God, it was the worst thing ever. And I'm like, how? He's like, just grab it and break it. Because that's how you break rigor in someone. Rigor mortis happens when there's built up calcium in your muscles, and you grab the limb or whatever the fuck it is, and you just kind of break it apart.
Like a fucking glow stick.
Yeah, like a glow stick. Or like a piece of celery, just,
yeah.
You know? So I was like, oh my God, am I really going to have to grab this guy's dick and fucking break it? And I looked at him, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, no, I cannot do that. I'm like, you do it. I'm done. He's like, oh no, you have to do it. You're the rookie. I'm like, no. I'm like freaking out.
This is where your embarrassment set in.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed because he said something to me that has haunted me since he said it to me.
Oh no.
And he looked at me right in the face. He goes, you're going to have to break that dick, Megan. And I said, and I fucking...
I would have flushed red and I would have just jumped out that window.
I melted
I would have pieced the fuck out.
I was like a Meg puddle. I was like nothing. I melted.
Wicked Meg of the West.
Yes, I was nothing. And I quietly went over, put on some gloves, and I fucking broke this guy's dick.
Okay, just for reference sake, was it like a 6-incher or like...
It was like... Okay, I'm looking at a microphone right now. It was like this big.
No, sir.
It was...
That's like a solid 7.5 to 8 inches.
It was huge.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if he was like...
Was he a black man?
No. Oh. That's the funny part. He wasn't.
Wow. Must have been Italian. Anyway. Either that or the dude just really took vitamins.
I'm going to hell. I thought the Exorcist hotline was bad. So that happened. I didn't say a word until I got home. I went upstairs. I quietly laid in bed. And I said, I'm not going back. And I quit 2 weeks later.
My God.
That was horrible. And I know stuff like that happens. And, I did have to do some pretty crazy shit. That was so embarrassing for me. I was embarrassed more than anything.
Yeah.
Because another man is watching me touch another man like that. Ugh. I hated it.
Ugh.
So, I'm not using names. I don't want anyone to get in trouble. It's normal. It's fine. It's standard procedure. But it's still very embarrassing.
Well, not going to be able to top that one.
I know. I should have saved that one for last.
I know.
But... that's a story I'd like to tell people when I first meet them as an icebreaker, and I judge how cool they are based on how they react.
Yeah.
There are a few people I told that to, and they were like, okay, we're just going to walk away from this bitch.
You did like the white mom, like, okay.
Yeah, literally. They just
eyebrows phrased, just, yeah. All right.
They just white mom me the fuck away.
Yeah.
They want nothing to do with me. So that was a little liberating to talk about.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
Let's see. Trying to think. Okay, so I had one about my ex, but I think I'm going to do a different one that I just thought of.
Oh, yeah?
And I think you remember this, because I was embarrassed when it happened. My ex from high school was over, and we were hanging out in my room because it's the only place we could have privacy.
Is this the one with the...
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this. Okay, please continue.
So Megan literally just like posed like a fucking first grader, just like ready for story time.
I'm like a child at story time, but please continue.
So we're hanging out and we're just like chilling in my bed, like listening to music and shooting the shit or whatever. And he had to get up and use the bathroom. And this is not going to be a long story. It's just, but it was embarrassing for me. Now, my ex at the time was a pretty heavy set dude. He was not small. So he's like, I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'm like, all right. And then he goes to like roll off the bed and just falls on the floor.
He
like,
just fucking eats it.
He eats it and just face plants onto the floor. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what? I didn't want to like sit up. I'm like, well, now you're on the floor. And not only did he fall on the floor, he shook the whole house.
I thought like, I don't know what I thought Lauren's TV fell or something.
Yeah, someone thought like, everyone in my house thought like a dresser fell over or like, I don't know, we had a small earthquake. Hard. That's how hard he fell on the floor just because he didn't want to like sit up and get up off the bed properly like a fucking human. And I was so embarrassed because I had to go tell my parents like, hey, sorry, Seth fell off the bed.
Jesus.
So, yeah. Oh, I just said his name. Oh, whatever. He fucking doesn't listen to this shit.
Oh, well.
He knows it happened. So, and it was like fucking 10 years ago, whatever. And like my dad's like, my dad sprinted from the other side of the house. He's like, is everything okay? I'm like, Seth just fell off the bed.
I just love how, what did you say to him afterwards?
I was like, well, what did we learn? Like,
Lauren just all like serious, and she's like, well, we're not going to do that again.
And I was embarrassed because I think someone else was here too. It wasn't your ex. It was like someone, maybe it was family or something.
Was it one of my friends?
Maybe.
One of my scumbag friends that I hung out with in high school?
No, it might have been Mecca.
Oh, no, I love Mecca. She's
Yeah.
not a scumbag. I hung out with a lot of assholes. She was not one of them.
I think she was there, but I don't
think, no, it wasn't her. Usually we wouldn't hang out here. We would go out places.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who it was.
Someone else was here, though, and, like, they heard. I was, like, secondhand embarrassed for him.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like,
I know who. I'm not going to say their name, but I know who.
Oh, okay. I was, like, so embarrassed by it. I'm like, ugh. Now I have to, like, explain to my entire household, like, why the fucking house just shook, and only our house.
It's like rose red. All the stones fell on the one house, and everything else
he was
fine.
The stone falling through the roof.
Jesus.
We have a crack in our living room ceiling, and I'm pretty convinced it was because of him.
I mean, it must. I mean, aside from this house just being fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It has to be him.
It was fucking bad. I was so embarrassed. But that's my second story.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I had a lot of embarrassing shit happen with him, too.
I know.
Just a lot of miscommunication.
He was
a lot
awkward.
Of, like, we didn't do anything, so.
Yeah, true.
Like, we never went anywhere. We just hung out at each other's houses all the time. To be fair, though, his mom was, like, very weird about us hanging out.
Was she?
In, like, going places. Like, we had to have all the doors open. She had to know where we were at all times. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna do anything. Everyone's home, You could hear exactly what was going on, even if the door was closed.
Yeah.
So
didn't matter, because when he came here, the door was closed anyway.
Well, I know. My parents were like, we don't care.
Yeah.
So
thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway,
speaking of doors.
Oh, here we go.
This one it's not very long or very elaborate, but we were at a show, and it was like, for anyone that knows the Worcester Palladium, this was like years and years ago, and it was upstairs at the Palladium. So the way it works is like you literally go upstairs, and there's like doors there, and you go through, and there's like a tiny ass stage or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I was and
then there's like a big theater when you go down the stairs. It's like the actual theater.
Yeah, and so we were going upstairs. And I don't remember what fucking band we were seeing. I really don't. I think it might have been... You know what? I think it was Inquisition.
You think so?
I think so. Because... Yeah, I don't remember who it was. There's two people in Inquisition. I don't remember which one it was. But when I was opening the door, I smacked him like, boom, like clean with the door. He was standing right. I don't think he realized like the doors open like that, or the one I went through. I don't think he realized it was open because there was one that was propped open.
Yeah.
But I went through the one that was closed for some. I don't know. When you drink, weird things happen. So I fucking smacked him with the door. Like he went flying a good like 5 feet.
Oh
like,
my god!
Just boom, because I wasn't expecting him to be on the other side. So I fucking. You know, when you're drunk, you're not careful.
Oh my god.
It's not like I gingerly snuck in the door. It's like, bam! I fucking smacked the shit out of him. And I was like, I am so sorry. I was like freaking out. And then I was like, I helped him up off the floor and I'm like, oh my god. I felt so bad because at the time I really liked that thing.
Yeah, but he was like cool about it.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's fine. I was standing in front of the door. And so I'm like, no, I fucking knocked you out. I was so embarrassed.
And then to be fair, I think this is the show where they threw the drumstick.
Oh, I think...
And it hit you square in the head.
Oh, yeah, he nailed me with the... it was their drummer, because he fucking nailed me with a drumstick.
Yeah, and then he felt bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, we're kind of even now.
I know, I'm like, it's fine. I fucking got you at the door before. It's fine. Oh,
so
that
funny.
was so awful. I felt so bad. I literally had no idea he was... I mean, it was like directly on the other side. Just bam! At the fucking door.
Like the grace of a rhinoceros, Meg.
I do. I am as graceful as a bull in a china shop. It's so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, not that I was doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
You know,
well, speaking of concerts.
Oh god.
Here's doing dumb drunk things at concerts.
Oh yeah.
So... we saw Niall about a few years ago, and when they were setting up their show, is he like a vocalist too, Carl? Well,
yeah.
he does kind of do vocals, but he's mainly the guitarist.
Yeah.
They were playing Du Hast from Rammstein, and just like imagine, you know, it's playing over. This is also the Palladium upstairs, playing over the loudspeakers. Fucking Du Hast quietly in the background, and just like him waving his fingers like he's conducting an orchestra. I fucking laughed my ass off over that. Like it was you, me, and then Nick's girlfriend Taylor.
Yeah.
Just fucking dying laughing over it. I thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, next time I see him, I gotta tell him I saw that. I thought that was so fucking funny.
Oh god.
So 2 months after this show, we went to another show at the Palladium called the New England Metal and Hardcore Festival. They do it every year. And Niall was playing on the third day, and they had a meet and greet that day. So
Lauren took the opportunity.
After drinking 4 or 5 beers. This is 5 beer Lauren at this point.
Oh, no.
I'm completely different than I am now when I'm 5 beer Lauren. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go tell him about the time he fucking danced to Du Hast on stage.
Oh, my God.
So I get in line for this meet and greet with all my friends. And I go up to him and I'm like, oh, dude, I remember when you were here a couple months ago and like Rammstein was playing. I did not explain it well. First of all, I was like, Rammstein was playing and you were doing the thing and he didn't fucking remember. First of all, you know how much shit he must have done in those 2 months after that fucking show? Yeah. He doesn't fucking remember that shit. So, and I'm like sitting there like trying to tell him how funny it was. I'm like, oh my god, you were like doing this thing and you know, like all over the place. And the look on his face, the look of terror on Carl Sanders' face of me just like drunkenly explaining to him how I saw him dance to Du Hast to a crowd of people. Oh my god. And then like an hour later, it occurred to me how fucking embarrassing that was, and I wanted to die.
Thor just drank more.
I drank more. I mixed, and then I got fucking whiskey, and I'm like, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, whiskey drunk after being beer drunk, not a good idea.
Oh my god, the whiskey shits are so bad. You know when you like, it's the next day, and you have to shit so bad after drinking?
The whiskey shits.
The beer shits and the whiskey shits
shits are worse.
But nothing like the vodka shits. That's why I don't drink vodka, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, just like, remembering that I want to die on the inside right now. It was so embarrassing. And if I ever see Carl Sanders again, I'd be like, I don't know if you remember this, but I'm so sorry about being a fucking drunk asshole. And like, half explaining what I saw at a different show. Like, you don't even fucking remember.
My God.
Oh, it was so awful. But to be fair, he probably deals with those kinds of people all the time.
True. A lot of people
as a musician, you deal with a lot of fucking drunk assholes.
Yeah.
So, still, I'm like, I don't want to be the stereotype. It's awful.
No, it's okay. I mean, I've said I don't even want to know what I've said to people when I'm drunk.
I know.
Like, that's why I don't use my phone. Well, I mean, I don't drink anymore, but when I was drinking, I would always have my phone away. It's like the last thing I need is me fucking drunk texting someone. Because I would just say some terrible, nasty shit sometimes.
I know, and then I would do that too. And you have a fucking ex-boyfriend who was so overbearing and controlling for a long time that he would blow up your phone 27 times in a row.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
I'm not bitter. Who's bitter? Anyway.
Hi, my name is Bitter. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Just fucking...
I know. That we're still going to do that episode.
Yeah. At some point.
Yeah.
Not today. I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah.
So
I have one more.
Yes.
Just one more that I thought of.
I have one more too.
And it's so bad. And it's so embarrassing. Like, so embarrassing. But mostly infuriating.
Yeah.
Because I went to some local show, and one of the bands that was playing, like, I was friends with two of the guys in the band. Like, I went to school with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew their drummer and, like, the other members of the band.
Yeah,
they weren't.
this is in high school, right?
Yeah. They weren't from around here, but they, I've seen them at other places and shows or whatever. So, you and I go to the show or whatever, and we're hanging out. And I see, like, the two guys that I know from school, and I'm like, hey, what's up, whatever. Like, oh, thanks for blah, blah, blah. And then I went to go say hi to it was their drummer.
Yeah.
Who I had talked to multiple times, like, online. I've seen him at other places, blah, 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 blah.
And we hung out before.
Yeah, and, like, this is, like, their first band that, like, kind of got, like, a little bit of, like, recognition.
Yeah.
So, in his fucking cocky ass fucking mindset, he goes, do I know you? And at first I thought he was kidding, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, you know who I am. Like, I was just, playing off. And he, like, literally gave me this look like he had literally never seen me in his life. And he was like, get the fuck away from me. Like, just like that. And I was like, oh, he's serious. I'm like, do you not know who I am? I'm like, I was trying to explain to him who I am. And he was like, no, I don't know who the fuck you are. And he, like, walked away from me, like, really quick. And I was like, and I went up to one of my friends that I knew from school, and I'm like, what the hell is his problem? I'm like, why is he acting like that? And he was like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. He was like, that we were just talking about you before you got here. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I was so embarrassed because he said it to me, like, in front of, like, a bunch of people. And, like, someone that I was dating at the time, like, was with me. It was so embarrassing. I was like, okay. So,
yeah, that was bad.
It was so bad. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, what a pretentious fucking douchebag.
Yeah, like, and then after that, like, I was unfriended. This was MySpace, when MySpace was a thing. He, like, deleted me off MySpace, fucking never answered, like, this is when AIM was a thing, too. Never answered my messages anymore. Fucking, that was it. Like, after that, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I did. Like, I don't even know what that was about, but it was so embarrassing.
I know, that one's bad.
It was so bad. Like, I wanted to die. I'm like, I don't even want to be here. I'm like, I'm going to go home. I don't want to support this band anymore. And, like, because, like, I thought, like, the guy that I knew from school, like, I thought he was going to, like, be like, dude, what the fuck? But they didn't, like, say anything for me. And I was like, all right. So I just fucking left. I'm like, fuck everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the time.
Oh, it was so bad. And now he's irrelevant as fuck, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, but I know, those are, like, some of my more embarrassing ones. There's probably others that I haven't thought of yet.
Yeah.
Like, almost breaking an elevator.
Oh, we did almost do that.
Whoops.
That wasn't really embarrassing. That was more so funny.
Oh, it was kind of scary, though, because I'm like,
that was scary, actually.
I was like, 1, we're going to get stuck in the elevator. 2, we're going to die. 3, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. I have one more.
What was your last one?
So, this was when I was 10 years old. This one goes back. And I was in 5th grade, and the bathroom at our elementary school, sometimes, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a bathroom where the doors just close, and you have to, like, check, like, in between the cracks to make sure, like, no one's in there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes all of them could be full, but one of them is just closed, but no one's in there. So it was one of those days where I had to use the bathroom. And on this fucking day, I look through one of the stalls because all the doors were shut. And when I looked in, someone was in there.
Oh no, I've done this too.
And it was like a black girl, you know, with all the sass, it has nothing to do with racist. It's not a racist thing. But you have to understand where the attitude comes from because they got a lot of it, girl.
Yeah.
So I was mortified. Someone happened to just walk out of the stall and I ran in there. But the girl waited for me to come out of the stall to confront me to my face. Like, why are you looking in my stall? What the fuck is your deal? I was 10 years old. She's telling me, what the fuck is your deal? And I'm like, sorry, sometimes the doors close. And like, I was like a stammering mess because I was 10, you know, and I was so embarrassed.
Aww.
And like, I didn't mean to. It was just sometimes like get different doors that stay open.
Yeah.
Like, that school was a fucking mess. Like, oh God, it was bad.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It was like her and like two of her friends just like standing there with their arms crossed giving me all the sass. And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean to. It's not like I want to watch you piss. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. Like, I needed to use the bathroom and I thought no one was in there because sometimes doors just fucking close by themselves and there's no one in there. So I didn't know.
Oh my God.
And like, she gave me like an answer. She's like, yeah, whatever, you fucking weird bitch. And like walked out. And I was like, fucking, I was mortified. I wanted to cry.
Oh, I know, it's the worst.
Yeah. People were mean back then.
I know, really rude.
Still mean, but like, especially particularly our group of, you know, the people we graduated with were fucking mean.
They were horrible.
Like, no wonder why I have issues to this day.
Yeah.
Because, and it's not even like they were mean just because, you know, to be mean. They just came from terrible families. They were terrible people.
Yeah.
You know? Bristol's fucking trash.
I know.
So,
fuck this place.
I know.
Getting the hell out of here.
I know. And if you're one of these people who just happened to find this podcast and is listening to this episode at this point for whatever fucking reason, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, literally, go buy a dildo at the fucking sex store, sit on it, and go fuck yourself. Like, you have no business telling anyone else how to run their life when you're working at fucking Chili's, you low-life piece of shit. Like, honestly.
I love you.
I love you. But, like,
even just, like, going to Sonic today, I'm like, I want everyone in this town to burn.
Well, I know.
Everyone.
This town is so bad.
And now I'm out of limeades.
Ugh. I have a little bit, I think.
I'm all out.
But
please send limeades.
When I tell you, like, the amount of bullying I got as a fucking kid, it was unnecessary.
I know. It was horrible. It was so bad. But whatever.
Anyway, so that was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I relived that today.
That got deep real quick.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of problem with people teasing me in school because I would fight back.
Yeah.
Some days I didn't, but a lot of days I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'm twice your size.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do to me?
People love to fuck with us. It was
I know.
great. It wasn't great. They thought it was great. Like, oh yeah, because what are they going to do? Yeah, like they thought we were fucking doormats until I actually fought back, and I didn't want to. It's like, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I beat the shit out of a girl at gym before because she was like fucking with my stuff and stole my stuff, and I got it back. And the gym teacher didn't say shit because she was so tired of that chick. Because she was wreaking havoc on everyone. She was finally glad someone put her in her place.
Yeah.
And she didn't fuck with me for the rest of high school. This is freshman year.
I remember that, and she stole all your rings and
She
shit.
stole my rings, she stole my phone, she stole a lot of my shit. And I found it in her fucking bag, the dumbass.
I know, fucking idiot.
And I held it up. I'm like, what do you think you're gonna do with my shit? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like,
dude, it's in your bag.
Yeah, I'm like, I literally just found it in your bag. There's 5 witnesses here. You can't fucking lie to me. And the gym teacher was there, you know? I'm like, I already told her. And then this chick pushes me and tries to get in my face. And I'm like, oh no. And I did it as a defense thing. Like, I pushed her back, you know? And I got right in her fucking face.
Oh,
and
dude.
the gym teacher didn't do fucking shit. She's like, good. She needs to get beat up.
Yeah, I know. That same gym teacher let me fucking smash a girl's face against a locker.
I know.
I never told anyone about that, really, but God, this fucking girl, and I'll tell you who it is later, and you'll be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But this fucking girl, like, she just, I don't know, like, one day I went into gym, and I had gym not first thing in the morning, it was like my last period or whatever, and I just wanted it to get done. Like, I hated gym, and she would sit there, and she was so fucking annoying and so obnoxious, and I just wanted her to go away. And then, like I was talking, my one friend I had in that class, I was talking to her, and she's, like, making snide comments over my shoulder, and I don't know what possessed me this day to just fucking snap, but I looked at her, I'm like, do you have a fucking problem? And then she, like, got right in my face. She's like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, this fucking little yappy. She's like a little yappy dog, like, in my face. Yap, yap, yap. And I fucking grab her face with my hand and go, boom, and I smashed her in the locker. I was like, you need to fuck off. And the gym teacher was standing right there, and she saw me do it. And she fucking let me. It was ridiculous. It probably should not have let me do that, but...
Yeah, and the girl didn't even go and, like, tell on you or anything.
No, she didn't say
Neither
shit.
did the other girl that got in my face. They didn't say shit.
Because they knew, like, you and I we're not, like... Or we weren't, I should say. We weren't,
And she knew the gym teacher had her back.
Yeah.
It would have denied it. So what was she gonna do?
I know. She was fucked.
Because that gym teacher knew that we were fucking good people.
Yeah.
That just got a lot of shit for no reason.
I know, we kept to ourselves, and, like, maybe I dressed a little weird, but, like, people fucked me constantly.
I know, me too.
And
It was
I
so bad.
Fucking hate it. And it felt so good to take her face and smash it against some fucking lockers. Just, boom. Like...
Did it leave an imprint?
I don't know. I think it left an imprint on her soul, I'll tell you that much.
I know.
But my friend that I was with, she was like, oh my God. She was like, I love you.
We are non-violent people.
I'm not.
But it's to the point where you provoke me so much that we snap.
Yeah, this girl fucking... Every fucking time I went in that class, it was like comment after comment after comment. And I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
You can only take so much emotional abuse from someone before you fucking snap and physically abuse the shit out of them.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I just wanted her to leave me alone. But, you know, it's like, teachers aren't dumb either. They know this shit goes on. You know?
I know.
Provoke me enough. I don't know what to tell you, you know? It's your own fucking fault, you dumb bitch. So, that was fun. Childhood was great. Yeah. I loved it. We had a great childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Those stories were great, though. Oh, my God. I can't believe I told the dick-breaking story.
I know. I can't believe I talked about my ex.
I know. What the fuck, Lauren?
I know. I dated a lot of crappy men.
It's all right.
I'm literally going to do an episode on this, and Megan will let me vent, and I'm so grateful.
Sure.
Because I have... Well, we can vent about both of our shitty exes.
Yeah, I had a couple, too. I did not pick a lot of winners when I was younger.
Yeah.
But, I know.
I've never picked a winner ever, so...
I feel so bad.
I mean, what can you do? Every guy I've dated is a piece of shit.
Well,
there's a couple that are redeemable, but most of them are shitty.
Yeah. There's some that was just like, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've had that, too, where it's like, he wasn't bad. It's just not compatible.
Mm-hmm.
But I know we'll have to do that next week. But I'm glad we got to tell some embarrassing story. I can't even talk today.
I know.
Doing a podcast, I can't even talk. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just to talk about stupid things I've done. And I swear, like, every time I, like, go to a new place or, like, do something new, like, I always do something awkward.
I know.
Even just, like, for the first time ever in my life, I had jury duty a few years ago. Like, the whole thing was one big cringe fest.
Oh, my God. See, I've never had to go in for jury duty. I've always got canceled.
Oh, so. I hated it.
I know. It's awful.
I hated it.
It was just after Chris passed, too, which is, like, even worse.
I was, like, in an emotional state, and, like, the judge looked right at me, and he's like, you are not fit to be doing anything right now.
How long were you there? 2 hours?
2 hours. And most of it was just filling out paperwork.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage. Fucking jury duty my ass.
Well, they'll let anyone go as long as you say, like, I'm seeing a psychiatrist, I just went through something traumatic and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Or I'm racist.
I know, literally, like, if you admit that you're racist, they will just let you go.
I would, if I had to go in there for, like, a murder trial, I would use that as an excuse, because our cousin got murdered many years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, my cousin was murdered, and this is going to bring up some horrible, traumatic shit for me, so I need to go.
And my opinion will be biased.
Yeah.
They don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well...
all right, well, that was fun.
Let's fucking end this before I get any more irrationally angry
about
Lauren, people that don't matter.
Lauren got angry out of nowhere. I was like, whoa.
Ooh, sorry. I was deep in there.
I opened Pandora's shit box today.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
So, my song that I want to put at the end of this episode. Last night, I was trying to find this song, and I don't know if you guys have ever, I'm pretty sure, like, you wanted to listen to a song so bad, and you could only remember the name, kind of. Oh my gosh, but no recollection of who the artist was. Like, I completely spaced out.
Yeah.
I texted Maggie because I'm like, maybe she'll remember. And yes, we do text each other even though we live with each other. It's just more convenient.
Sorry, sometimes I don't want to get up and physically talk to someone.
Yeah, so I texted her and I'm like, I'm going to fucking punch a hole in the wall. She's like, why? I'm like, I've been trying to find this song for 2 hours. It starts with the J and it's longer than shit, and it's from a folk metal band.
And it is like a long-ass title, and the way she typed it was like the first 3 letters followed by just smashing the keyboard
Yeah.
for like 6 minutes.
And I was like, I cannot think of who sings it. And then Megan goes, oh, that's that song from Svartsot. And I was like, that's it! I fucking flipped out.
I've listened to that song 3 times in my life. I don't know why it was still in there.
Oh, I love that song. So I looked it up on YouTube and I found it, and it starts with a J, and it's like the longest song name ever. I'll put it in the description of this podcast, and you'll see just what kind of fucking shit show of a name this is. But apparently it's Danish, because
Yes.
I thought it was German, and then Megan thought it was Finnish.
Whoops.
But nope, we were both wrong.
Well, because a lot of the folk metal bands that exist are like Finnish.
Yeah.
So I'm
or
like,
sometimes German.
or sometimes, yeah.
Because I was thinking of a different band called Finsterforce, who is German.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, this is not right.
Nope.
So, yeah,
They're welcome.
Danish. I was like, oh my god, I'm such a fucking idiot. I was like, oh, it felt so good to find that song.
I was going to say, like, there's nothing better than, like, figuring out something that you've been trying to figure out for so
like
long.
110 years.
Yeah.
So it feels
and you're
like,
that's it.
oh my
so
god.
great.
So, like, I'm going to put that song in.
Okay.
Huh.
Thanks.
Yep.
You're going to put it in?
Well, you know.
I'm going to put it in.
Megan will put in the song for me.
I know. I edit these podcasts all myself. So if it sounds like shit, sorry. We don't have a professional. Still, 12 episodes deep, we still don't have a professional fucking doing it. Just me. Hi,
Yeah.
hello. I'm pseudo-professional. Hi, how are you?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Hey, friends.
Hello, friends. So, all right, we'll close it out with that. And thanks for listening. And hopefully you enjoyed our stupid stories and silly rants and fucking just whatevers. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm running on E right now.
I know, same. I'm exhausted. I'm
so
starting to
tired.
space out. So
I
let's
know.
just fucking end this
We're
shit.
just going to end this now before we embarrass ourselves for the 8 millionth time.
I know.
But, all right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. We'll probably talk about traumatic shit or whatever we want.
Yay.
So,
All right, bye.
yeah, bye.